Hey, it's Angelo here again with Angelo's Edge. Yeah, so got a little knife video I'm going to do about the most common knives I everyday carry. Before I get started, like, share, and subscribe to my channel and watch some more videos. Alright, so here's what I got here for you. I got about, looks like 7 or so knives that I usually everyday carry, more common ones. I'm going to actually start with the smallest and go to the largest ones. Well, the first one I got is the Kershaw Decoy. But that was after I did some modifications to it. I basically took this front flipper and rounded it off. It was really long and it'd poke you, and I didn't like the way that felt. So someone on YouTube, I can't remember exactly who, but someone figured that out, and it works really good as a front flipper now. And then the other thing would poke you is this. There's a pair of tweezers that would pop out. So I took some paracord and wrapped it around that to prevent them from coming out. Plus, it gives you some good, a little more purchase on the knife. So it kind of extended it out. So that's the Kershaw Decoy. That's kind of after I did some modifications to it. I carry it every once in a while because this is a small knife, not too intimidating. Let's go to this. I just got this. This is the Camillus Chunk. It's another small knife, 3-inch blade. I like the chrome look. It's got, it looks real chromy, shiny. It's got glass filled. Well, here, let me do something before I move on too much further. Let's see. I'll show you the weight on this one is. So that kind of contributes. That's 3.2 ounces. This one is 3.9. Okay, so the smaller knife, the lighter it is too. This one, like I said, it's the Camillus Chunk, and it has a small cleaver. Kind of remind me of the Kershaw Sheepdog Mini, but it's only cost $15. Got it at Tractor Supply. Got this at Fin Feather for a while back. So anyways, this one has bearings, liner lock, glass filled handles. That's why it's so light for the cleaver size, and it has deep carry. Nice deep carry pocket clip. There's a spot really to put your lanyard if you wanted, or a spot to put a lanyard. But I really don't understand. Honestly, lanyards on knives that are tipped down carry don't really make sense to me, because if you have it in your pocket, the lanyard would be down in your pocket. So like if you have a lanyard on a tip up carry, like this for instance, it'd be. That's the one thing I don't like about this knife, is it's hard to close. But the knife would be down in your pocket, and you could pull the lanyard and pull it out. But so that's the only bad thing I didn't like really about this knife, is, and it only could be, looks like it could be shifted left or right carry, but not tip down, tip up. So, but it was $15. So, and it's $4.20 still, which is on the cheap side. This is a 4R something, again on the cheap side. Also, as I'm going up, and it seems like when I go up in size, I'm going up in prices. This one. I can't honestly remember what it cost, but I wouldn't pay more than $20 for it. Probably I would pay about $15 for it, 12 to 15. This one, like I said, cost $15. We'll go to the Tenacious, the next one, the Spyderco entry, made in not the American made one, but it's the Tenacious, the budget oriented one. It's a very fidgety knife. Has the spider hole, so you can spider flick it. Well, haven't done it in a while, but you can spider flick it, thumb flick it. So it is Has bronze. How's that? Has a bronze. I can't remember how they're bronze phosphorus bearings. For not having bearings, it's really a smooth, nice knife to open and close. It has a satin finish. Not so much of a deep clip, but to give you a spot to put a lanyard in. And it's kind of hard to get it in there, but once you get it in. But I like the lanyard on this because the handle is on, it gives you a little bit extra room. But you could bring your thumb way up on this, and it feels good. A lot of people like this knife. The only bad thing about it, it's kind of on the pricier side. It's like $35 to $40, and you're only getting 8 CR13 steel. So, but there's been people have been talking on YouTube lately here that they've been finding at Walmart, which I doubt you'll find it now. Everybody knows it. Walmart was closing them out for $12. Some people picked them up. So if you can get them, but it's actually for like ripping on how expensive it is, it's a pretty good knife. It's the quality's pretty good. It's G10. It's smooth. I go to this back and forth. I always come back to this one. I got to put another edge on it because that's the bad thing about 8 CR13. The edges don't really last like too terribly long. And this one did chip on me, but I have had 2 8 CR13s have a little chip. I don't know if that's a flaw, but if you know how to sharpen this, I mean, it's you could take care of it. But this one I did have a chip, I think out of the box, if I recall. But I redid the edge, and I had it to like a razor edge. Now it's I don't think it's razor edge right now just because I've been using it. So that's the Tenacious, Spyderco Tenacious. Here's a Firebird, Ganzo Firebird that's modeled after the Rat one by Ontario. This has 440C steel. Has the Benchmade Axis lock, but it's not the Benchmade. They call it the G lock. But man, once you take this apart and you play with these springs, there's springs on the inside, and you can get this to fall shut. You can see that it's smooth. Just go like this, bam. I mean, this is a $25 knife. Has G10, not very deep carry, but it's pretty good. This is a smooth knife. It has the phosphorus bronze washers. I believe they do. Let's see if I'm pretty sure it does. Yes, it's hard to see. Let's see. I don't know if that's all it's done is reflecting. I'm pretty sure they have phosphorus. The bronze. It's not Teflon. So that's what else about the Firebird before I go to the next one. Oh, the Tenacious. I didn't get the weight on the Tenacious. Turn power on mode. Tenacious weighs 4.5 ounces. Firebird. I just love the action on this. It's very fidgety. So that's what's cool about this. I was gonna get the actual Ontario Rat, which I still might. But this costs roughly the same, and I never had a Benchmade Axis lock, and everybody says it kind of, Benchmade's, I think the cheapest Benchmade Axis lock you can get is just over $100. It's the Benchmade Bug Out. So this is how I got into an Axis lock without actually paying Axis lock price. Anyways, so yes, very, very fidgety. Smooth, and that's pretty much it on this one. It's up the weight, 415. See, I'm getting that one went up a little bit. Each one of these have been going up. Now, these last three I got which actually going to be 4, because when I carry these 3, I usually carry a second knife. I usually carry this knife here, the buck. It's a small traditional knife. You know, just a slip joint, just a standard pocket knife. That way, if someone asks you to borrow a knife, and you have, this is a bigger, more intimidating looking knife. That way you don't have to whip this one out and, whoa, what do you got there? So I usually, if I have this, I don't usually pull this one out. If I have a larger size knife, I'll, like someone wants to borrow a knife, cut like a piece of tape off, I'll hand them this knife. Nice little pocket knife. So that way people don't get like freaked out. But here's the next one. This is the CH Toucan. It's a cleaver style knife, G10. It's a Epping Grove CH. I think Epping Grove makes their brand have CH, but it's a very well made knife. Bearings. It's a front flipper too. You can flick it with the front. It's awesome. This is on the bigger size, heavier side. Like you can see, this one's a little getting on the heavier side. You can just feel the weight because it's a well-made knife. So that one's what a 6 ounces. Is that right? Yeah, 6 ounces. So it's kind of a jump for, like, that's why sometimes I don't carry it. But yeah, it has a nice liner lock. Everything's well made for this. This costs, I think this costs about near $30. But it's well worth. This knife was well worth it. It came, I haven't even sharpened it. It could shave hair easily. Feels awesome in the hand. Has a backstop, so you don't get crap in there. So it's hollowed out, or how do you say? The scales have been hollowed out. I don't know if you can see that. You can kind of see it, and directly you can see the blue, but they've been hollowed out or skeletonized. That's what I'm looking for. So this one's dropped shut too. Watch this. Yeah, it has the bearings, and it has a big old blade on it. I never had a front flipper, but that's kind of cool having a front flipper. So, but like I said, when I carry something like this, I'll carry this too. So that way it's not freaking people out. Alright, 2 more to go. These are also larger knives, but they're a little lighter. Let's go with the Honey Badger. The Honey Badger Warren Cleaver. So I got this. This was like $35 too. These are more expensive knives than the first ones, but they have, I'd say this one had a D2 steel right here, so that's a better steel. But the next two actually have the 8CR13. But this one's a front flipper with bearings. Has nice jimping. This is a well-made knife. Let's see if the weight. This is going back down to the lighter side. Oh, that's not right. 3.85 ounces. See, it dropped down. So this is a large knife, but very light knife, and it has a lanyard hole. So it's a Warren Cleaver. Has deep carry, and let's see, I think you could spider flick it. Not as easy as it has a flipper. I think I have been able to spider flick it. Oh, there we go. Just got to get your finger in the right position with this one. It has those bearings, so it's like. So I like this knife. I don't carry it too often, as much as I probably should, but this is a really kind of sweet looking knife. And let's see, we're at 14. We'll go one more, and it is the Kershaw Natrix XL. So this is another large knife. Here, I'll give you a see. The Tenacious, you can see the difference in the size. Tenacious, well, and you can see it's a little bigger, but anyways. So this is the Kershaw Natrix XL. Has a ZT look to it. Blade ZT is owned, or Kershaw owns ZT. It's the more expensive line of knives that Kershaw has. This is a somewhat a budget friendly. I think I paid $35 for it. But it has what they call the subframe lock. It's right here, and it's nice. It's a nice knife too. On bearing, I think they call them KVT bearings. Smooth, drop shut. It's light. Let's see, I think it's under 4. I believe it's under 4. Let's take a quick look. 4. Oh, that's a little more. 430. So yeah, it's for a large knife. Like these two are really large knives, and they're light. So like this one's, this was 6 ounces, but the Kershaw Natrix has the 8CR13 steel, but you gotta love the color combination with this. This OD green, the blacks, and I have not put an edge on it yet. It came not as sharp as this one, but it just was, these two came about the same. I think I could be able to shave with it. It's not bad. Some of these Chinese knives are coming out, like Ettengrove and the CH knives, and they're coming freaking real sharp from the factory. But the sharpening issue is not so much an issue with me because I have that Lansky system. So I got most of my knives here on Amazon. This one came from Amazon. But yeah, it's a kind of it just feels good in the hand. If you want to, I think it's called a ZT something, and you don't want to spend $200. And this is a nice substitute. I mean, it's not ZT quality, but man, it's not bad knife at all though. So this is the Kershaw Natrix XL. So there's like my most common everyday carry knives. Open all the blades so you guys can see them. Alright, this is going to be a long video to load. Alright, here we go. And then the buck. Then the buck. Alright, so I'll just go. That's Kershaw Decoy, Camillus Chunk, Spyderco Tenacious, Ganzo Firebird. I don't have a name. It's the F727M because it's the medium size. They have a small size. I don't even know if this has. This is a small buck knife. I don't think it has a name. I think it's a canoe style knife. Anyways, Honey Badger, no name. Warren Cleaver style. Ettengrove CH Toucans, and finishing up the list with the Kershaw Natrix XL. Alright, so if you like videos about knives, and sometimes I unbox electronics too, go ahead and probably click on this button over here. Should be a subscribe button, and over here will be another button probably to watch another video. Alright, take care. See you later. Bye.